shit. Trying to hear that shit. I need no goddamn back talk. Damn you, Otello. Damn you. How dare you drop ass? Tried to orchestrate a Phoebe raid last night. Yeah, it was kind of wild. I don't know. I think like 150 people got banned last night. I know that Ghoul banned the whole viewership of the server twice over last night. It was bad. It was bad, bro. The retards are out in force. Oh, goddamn. You either drop ass or the ass drops you. True. That's so very true. There's a chipmunk. Yeah, I don't think they wanted to talk much, Phoebes. It was a goddamn nightmare. I don't know if I doubt it was the people you sent. But there was an influx of fucking retards last night. Out of control. Out of control. It was insane. Oh, hobbledehoy. League One.
Just not gonna put up with staying inside.
Hobbledehoy.
Tried bringing him his food up and he wanted to jump down and eat it.
Yeah. I think he's sprained his shit or something.
Oh. But he's insistent on not staying still. But.
Yeah.
Forget these people.
Oh, thank you. How'd that flag burning? Yeah. I want to talk about it on tonight's show. Thinking like next Monday, I'm going to do a stream and invite people to burn the flag with me. You know, if you've never done it, every American should burn the flag at least once. And now it seems like it's even more important because it seems like the feds are trying to monkey with it again. So can't arrest us all. I wonder if it had anything to do with your name being brought up in some lolcow communities. Which lolcow communities? Ugh. Oh. Oh. Oh, yeah. I always get proxied into people's beef with other people. It seems to be A lot of people's favorite thing to do. I don't think multivitamins are worth it. Purple tape was a beautiful era. You ain't kidding. But time and mom's Wi-Fi. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I've heard, is that you should get your vitamins and your minerals from your like food. I've heard like the multivitamins, like a lot of those aren't even like absorbed properly into your body.
Well, it's not like people are getting vitamin level tests before they start popping them.
That's
And
true.
some vitamins are water soluble, so you just piss it out, but some are fat soluble, and you end up with like vitamin overdoses.
Yeah, just eat your vegetables.
Well, like so much shit is fortified now too. Like there's fortified cereals and breads and yada yada yada.
True. Your vitamins.
Get a test from your doctor before you just start popping random supplements if you're feeling
Yeah, for sure.
meh.
I'm just wondering when my doctor is going to recommend that I get on Centrum Silver. That's going to be a bad day for me. Centrum Silver. Hopefully it doesn't exist by the time I need it. They've moved on and they've found it something else to call it that doesn't remind me that it's an old people thing. It needs to be called like Whizzle Bop or something like that.
Speaking of silver, I'm surprised you've never heard of a silver alert before.
No. Yeah, we were driving back through like Seattle and stuff yesterday, and we saw a silver alert. I'd never heard of that. That's Amelia put me up on game. A silver alert is when somebody with dementia is in a car
And missing.
And Amelia looked into it. Apparently, this guy they were looking for all over fucking Tacoma and Seattle. Like, the cops were thick last night. And the dude they were looking for somehow, like, got to Seattle all the way from Wisconsin. Which, I don't know how somebody with fucking dementia even makes that drive. I'm going to read off the executive order while the flag roasts. Yeah. Well, I'll give my reasons too. But ultimately...
Lay down.
Hey, Peepobby, why don't you lay down? I meant on the peepaw bed, but whatever. A lot of what dementia affects is long-term memories and stuff like that. Just basic decision-making is usually the last to go in it. I don't know. I think it's different for different people. But this dude fucking escaped the old folks' home and fucking ended up on the West Coast from Wisconsin. That's pretty fucking impressive. And, like, we've never seen that many cops out, and there was no reason for them either. It was just like there was no traffic, and it was all pretty fucking standard yesterday. They must have been looking. Yeah, the ghetto bird was out looking for this old man. Yeah, I was thinking about it. I was like, man, if I see this guy's car, I ain't snitching. Run, Grandpa, run. You know what I mean? No, I don't know. It's probably bad for poor people to be out there, but I like to imagine that it's also possible that he was just running away from boredom.
Yeah, I'm just going on an adventure.
Yeah, he just wanted to fucking drive, you know, and I don't think that, I don't think they should stop him. Just let him go. Go, Grandpa. Go, Wisconsin Peepaw. I hope this dude leads the Jakes on a chase all the way across the United States and back, bro. That would be hilarious. He's like the new Forrest Gump. They can't catch the Peepaw. Run amok. Last spotted in Montana, and then 3 days later in New York City, he's crisscrossed the country 15 times. The Jakes can't catch him. Good morning. Live in Wisconsin. I didn't hear about this. Well, because he wasn't in Wisconsin.
They didn't
He
call
was-
the alert till he was in Washington.
Yeah, I mean, well, maybe they did, but he got out of Wisconsin before they even knew what was what. This old man was fucking, he's sneaky. What was this? The stupidest thing you ever said? Uh-oh. Do you use your Steam Deck or game it all during your travels? Sometimes. Depends on the travels. It's
We're
like,
too damn busy.
oh yeah, there was just not a whole lot of time for me to carve out gaming time in the last 7 days. So, but yeah, a lot of times if I'm traveling for pleasure or for visiting family or whatever, I'll grab it and take it and wind down with it in the hotel. But I don't use it as much as I thought I would use it, to be honest with you. It's not for lack of it being cool either. It really is.
Well, I think the problem is you got it and then you upgrade your PC.
Yeah, I mean but I mean honestly, like, that's no excuse.
You also kind of got it when you were feeling real bad and wanted to stay in bed all the time.
Oh yeah, that is true. Yeah, I got it right around then when I was just like fat as the moon and felt like I was dying. So yeah, I just wanted to be in bed a lot. That is true. When I travel, I bring my portable gaming systems for the drive. Ooh. Bro, I told my wife the story last night about the bitches writing names on their forehead. She literally stopped. Oh, okay. Oh, that was for Phoebes. Got you. Oh, well, what did you say? What was the dumbest thing you ever said live? Or was it Phoebes? The suspension. The suspense is killing me. Do you have any of your Complexus gangs figured out? No. I don't. I haven't really started looking at that yet. I'm just trying to get the whole conceptualization of the setting first, and then that's going to be a fun part, though, is like trying to come up with these different gangs. That's the fun part, but I just haven't had time for creative endeavors outside of my job, and I may never now, the way things are going. Once you monetize your art, you know what I mean? It's hard to change it up and do other things. But that's okay. I want to try to avoid tropes though with the gangs. I don't want there to be like a cybernetic gang and a vampire gang. Like I don't want to just take like the Space Marine chapters and turn them into prison gangs. I want to. What the fuck is wrong with this shit, man? YouTube has been fucky the last couple of days, bro, and I thought it was my shit internet, but I don't think it is now, because I'm back on my good internet now, and it's still fucked up. Ugh. I hit a quick lick. running through gangways, hit the tall fence, hit the stairway. Now I'm at Gleesh Place. Bust through the door. You should have seen Gleesh face. Try clearing all your apps and refreshing the connection. It's too much work. Fuck them all. They ain't earned the death at my hands. Heart? This boy has no heart. He will walk among you, God's only man marked by the butcher. Coffee makes you feel like ass cheeks? Damn. That ain't good. I like a cup of coffee in the morning, but I think it's more ritual than anything at this point. I don't feel like I benefit at all from it. You know what I mean? Run in through gangways, hit a tall gate, hit a hallway, hit the stairway. Now I'm at Gleesh Place. Busted through the door. You should have seen Gleesh face. I think it's mostly my medicine making me feel rough. Got to get on a lower dosage again. Got you. Yeah. Yeah, I've got a doctor's appointment here in about an hour and change, and I'm pretty sure my dosage is going up again. That's okay, though. Got to get at the right dosage of my mental health meds. But got your whole digestive fucked up. Oh. All I know is that 100 years ago, the whole universe was just the globe. Yeah, that's true. Should have seen a lick. It was like 50K. Yeah. Yeah, that's all I know too, Phoebes. I don't know what's going on, man. All didn't catch the inherent stupidity of it. You guys are lame. I'd be knowing shit. Nah, dude. A 100 years ago, the whole universe was the globe. Yeah. That should make sense to me, man. That sounds good to me. Stop eating so much? Okay. Is that geese noise? No. Some little mockingbirds or something. I don't know what birds they are, but I'm in the middle of a forest. So there's lots of birds. Bird City do I diddy out this way. Nah, we just discovered space 100 years ago. Or get to a point in life where you felt like you were teetering on the possibility of homelessness. Teetering. I'll be honest with you, no. Not really. But I always like had this insane drive not to let that happen. Like, um, it was basically out of just like ego and stubbornness that, like, when I was kicked out of my parents' house at 18, I was like, I ain't never going back. And yeah, that just wasn't a fucking option for me. Like getting kicked out of my apartment, not having a place to go, and having to run back home or ask people for help, that just wasn't an option for me. So I just worked hard. I picked up shifts. I covered the fucking shortfalls, and I made it work. I don't really have anything to show for it today except my 401k from Starbucks, which is not exactly packed to the gills. Not like I worked there for 30 years or something. I'm watching the Alchemist soil debate. Oh my god, yeah. If it's autism you need to get through your day, there's plenty of autism there. I'm the same way, except I moved out at 20. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I was just bound and determined to, show them or whatever. I don't know, show them what? Show them that I could grow up like everybody's supposed to, I guess, but whatever. Ugh. I'll tell you something, man. I'm 45 and that sentiment has never left me. Like, it's just like, man, I would rather fucking work myself to death at 3 jobs than ever have to ask my mom or my sisters or anybody for fucking help. And I know, I might end up at a place where I do need help from people, but until I'm there, bro, I don't want to be there. Paul, have you properly atoned for horribly oppressing an openly gay man by calling him a faggot? I have not yet. I'm still, I'm, I'm still hard headed about it. I'm still holding out and hoping people will forget that nasty, nasty thing that I did. Yeah, man. I feel like I've reached a point where the world is just too sensitive for me, bro. The sensitivity quotient is off the chain, but that's okay because I think we need people like me that are insensitive, I guess. Cycling home in a wonderful rain. But he acts like you said that on some hidden stream. No, I know. And they act like I don't say it all the fucking time, too. It's like, Jesus, man. Come on. I did peek in on Alchemist Soil's channel, and I'm glad to see he's getting about 120 views solid. Now that he's not talking about me, he's racking up about a cool 120, 130. If you guys remember that debate, I did tell him that if he stopped covering me, not a goddamn person was going to watch his fucking bullshit. Turns out that was right. Yeah, it's dwindling. Every time he uploads, it gets a little less. So I'm going to make a fucking call here. Within the next 2 months, there will be a new Alchemist Soil video where I'm the central feature. I'm making that call. We'll see how it works. I'm giving it 2 months, 60 days. When your movie channel, I rewatched Endgame after a full MCU rewatch. Damn, that portal scene hits still. Oh, yeah. A flawed but beautiful end. Yeah, I know. I was super happy with that, and that was actually a cool movie to see in the theaters because it really felt like a culmination of all those years of movies. There were people weeping in the theater. It's like, and that energy is hard for me to ignore. It's just like, man, what a great series of films. Bro, I'm his bread, his butter, his plate, his table, and his dinner chair. Like, go look at the channel, bro. Just do the math. Look at the shit that he does about me and look at everything else. Like, yeah. Well, these guys don't have any idea why people fall off. Like, they're howdy doodads. That's what I call them. Picked that up from Arrested Development. That's how I think of and I'm not trying to shit on people, but that's how I think of most of the audience out there. And I'm not talking about any specific person. I'm talking about the big gray goo that is the audience as, you know, a total. I I think that, yeah, I think that's true of a lot of people. Howdy do that. Howdy do that. Yeah, I mean they think they know what a fall off is, and they think they can call it, but not a single one of them has ever worked in the space. They don't know shit about shit, and that really undermines, I think, at a really fundamental level, their argument that their feedback is worth a shit. It's just like, I don't get it, man. It's like everybody realizes that when somebody else, a professional that does a job that requires training and talent and all of this, it's like, I always use a butcher shop for example. People don't walk into butcher shops, watch the guy chopping up a carcass and breaking down a carcass, and go like, "Dude, you're doing that wrong, bro." It's only, for some reason, it's only content creators, movie stars, musicians. People feel like because what people like me make is for them to consume, that they know how to make it. You know what I mean? It's like going into a French restaurant and ordering like a fucking delicate quiche Lorraine, and then going home and expecting one to just pop out of your oven, right? Or expecting to walk into the French chef and give him tips on how to make a better quiche, and you don't even know what a quiche is. You know what I mean? But for some reason, people conduct themselves that way with content creators and, like I said, actors, musicians, people that do entertainment for a living. For some reason, people think they're experts at that shit because they watch a lot of it. And it's like, and this one's a lot less popular too, but people don't know what they want. I like that one. But that's just the dead ass truth. People have no fucking clue what they want. They think they do, but most people, when they give feedback, you guys should do this, or I wish you guys would go back to doing this, they don't actually want the thing that they're talking about. They think they do, but if you actually followed their prescription, they'd be more likely to fall off. Yeah. No, I mean, it is what it is, bro. It's like some people got it, and it really is less about talent, more about drive. It's just like, you start doing it, you're gonna get better at it, and then you'll reach a point where people will want to watch you in some capacity. But until you've reached that point, you've worked a little bit in the industry, I really don't care to hear your feedback. I'm in the same boat as like an airline pilot or something. Like, you wouldn't tell a pilot which switches to flip in the fucking cabin. So, you know, I'm not out there like, "I'm gonna get some advice." You know what I mean? Yeah. Everything I've done that's been successful in my life has been counter to advice. That's true, not just in this, in everything. Every time I got advice about how I should be living my life, uh, the opposite ended up being true. Like, I ended up going my own way and being better for it. So we're the music makers. We are the dreamers of dreams. Come with me and you'll see a world beyond imagination. Take a look and you'll see into your imagination. It begins with a spin, traveling in the world of your creation. What you'll find will defy explanation. Like Carlin said, shut up. I don't rip the mop out of your hand to try to show you how to do it. Exactly. Wonka killed those kids, bro. Yeah, he did. And good. They all deserved it. That little fat German kid that was slurping chocolate right out of the river when he was told not to, he deserved it. That little Violet bitch stealing things, popping fucking weird things in her mouth, experimental candy. She deserved it. Mike TV, the dumb little ass was warned. He deserved it, bro. All of those kids were dirty, filthy, disgusting little bastards, and they all deserved it. Except Charlie. Charlie was the one good, kind-hearted soul in the whole goddamn place. And that's why he deserved it. That's why he got to be the next Willy Wonka. That's why it became Charlie's Chocolate Factory. Okay? All of them brought it on themselves. They were told not to do some shit, and they done did the shit. Like, even Charlie did some shit he wasn't supposed to do. But Charlie did it in such a way that it didn't fucking kill him. You know what I mean? He almost got killed. Dude, if Peepaw hadn't told him, like, hey, man, it's time to burp, he'd have been fucking fish chow, bro. Violet. Oh, what about that little rich bitch, too? What was her name? I want the world. I want the whole world. That spoiled bitch. Yeah. Yeah, Veruca Salt. Yeah. She was so fucking... That was a bad egg. I guess she really was a bad egg. Their parents deserved it too. Those little turds. I want an Oompa Loompa. She just like wants to own a slave. I want an Oompa Loompa now. I want an Oompa Loompa. Daddy, I want an Oompa Loompa. Gene Wilder's just charming, period, man. He was a real charmer. I only saw the Johnny Depp version. You say what? You said what, Ghoul? You said what? No, no. I didn't hear that. No. Cool. You have homework. Okay, I'm giving you a homework assignment. You're gonna have to get the Gene Wilder Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and watch the actual movie. You're gonna have to do it. Yeah, dude, I got Helldivers, Sig Rat. I'll get it installed, bro. We'll dive into hell together. Yeah, I got it, man. I really haven't had anybody to play with in a while, but yeah, I'll get it downloaded today or whatever. I got a lot of shit going on today, bro. I got a doctor's appointment, and I gotta finish up my episode for tonight, and then we got the fucking big ass show tonight, and then I'm pretty sure the guys are gonna want to meet a little bit after because we haven't met all week. So yeah, bro. Yeah, we'll hell dive, bro. It begins with a spin, traveling in the world of your creation. What you'll see will defy explanation. If you want to view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to do it. Wanna change the world? There's nothing to it. Not a speck of light is showing, so the danger must be growing. Is the grizzly reaper mowing? The rowers keep on rowing, and they certainly aren't showing any sign that they are slowing. My PS5 can't handle Death Stranding 2. Feels bad, man. My PC can. Did you miss the fart of humanity when you had to sit out in that horribly opulent scenic nature this week? Yes, ma'am. I really missed it. I really missed it real bad. And the fart of humanity, I was really like looking forward to. I would go and sit out on that deck and look at the river, and I'd be like, God damn, man, I wish somebody would fire up a vacuum cleaner or a belt sander or something. You know? A weed whacker. Or my favorite of all. Everybody, what's my favorite one of all? You guys know what my favorite one is. Those of you that have been watching me since the California days or before, you know what my favorite one of all is. A leaf blower. That's so correct. A leaf blower. Brrr, the most useless, loudest piece of shit. Do you crypto? Do you do crypto? Yeah, I made my, like, what, I don't know what to call it. I made my fortune in crypto, and I'm not in much of it anymore. I've got a little bit of investment crypto, but I transferred that over, and I do venture capitalism and shit now. You know, why does everyone ignore me? Probably because you're uninteresting, I would imagine, or maybe because you're too quiet. You ever think that like you should speak up and assert yourself in conversations more? Yeah, I was a penny stock trader, and the one that really broke me was I bought in early to Aerotine International. There were a couple of guys in their garage working on a satellite. Yeah, it begins with a spin, traveling in the world of your creation. What you'll see will defy explanation. What state are you from? State of wealth. No, I'm from California. I don't live in California, but I'm from there. Just like the Wolf of Wall Street guy. Yeah, Aerotine International. And then I bought in on the Steve Madden Shoes IPO. Super early. Got a little tip. You enjoy driving, or does it feel like a chore to you? I love driving, actually. It's one of the things I'm really good at. Like, I ain't the best driver in the world, but I'm a really safe driver that knows how to drive in different conditions. I know how to drive in rain, snow, sunlight, darkness, and I know how to keep speed. Like, I know how to maintain speed through a drive as long as I don't get behind some fucking slow poke, which always happens when you're on a two-laner. But yeah, no, I'm a really good driver, and I like it. It doesn't feel like a chore to me because I like the process of getting from A to B. Are you from the Pacific North?
Or update while we were out of town.
Oh, this they did. Yeah, I mean, but if it broke iPhone shit, there would be a ton of reports. Well, maybe that was what it was yesterday, and this is just like the back end of that. Like, I don't know. Restarting the like minimizing the app and then coming back fixes it, but only after fucking 90% of the people have left because they think it's over. It's just such bullshit, bro. Figure out your garbage ass fucking website, YouTube. You gotta be stable when I burn a flag on you next week. You know why? You know why I'm gonna say I'm burning the flag? 'Cause I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I know that I can burn the flag any day of the fucking week, and I'll gladly burn that shitty rag every fucking day till I die. Oh, there ain't no doubt I love this land. Yeah, dude, that's been my thing pretty much my whole life, but I'm gonna make it my political center from here on out. Freedom of the press, freedom of association, freedom of speech.
Well, we're pitching a different political center today.
True, not even a center, just a new way. Oh, look at the nuthatch. Do you see him's little white?
I was seeing him on the tree earlier.
Oh my god, he's such a meatball, and he go upside down on the stick. Oh, he's my favorite around here. The only way that he could be supplanted is if I see a butterbud or a yellow cardinal out here.
Mm-hmm. Those chipmunks were adorable, though. I saw those.
Man, I would trade these rotten ass squirrels we got for chipmunks any day of the week. But chipmunks don't be liking it over here.
No.
They like that hot, dry, higher elevation. But man, chipmunks are adorable.
If you want to see Paul's solution to the two-party system, tune into Onion Nuggets tonight.
True. I got sick of people saying like, "Whoa, if you fucking believe in third party so much, why don't you start one?" So tonight I'm starting one. I don't really know how to start a political party, but I'm gonna light the fuse, and I'll let everybody else pick up the dynamite. You know what I mean? Because I got an idea. I wouldn't get too excited, Phoebe. It's not. I mean, it's tongue in cheek. Let's put it that way. I'm not actually going to be running a fucking political party, but
the pitch will be interesting.
but yeah, no. The whole point is like. Well, I think for me, the point is to prove, in my own absurdist way, that these people that go like, third parties won't work, you'll never get people to coalesce around one idea. I feel like I found an idea, goofy though it may be, that pretty much everybody would coalesce around, and that would also fix most of the problems in our society, if not all of them. To be honest, it would directly address most of the things people care about most. Honestly, it would.
But we'll keep the suspense for the show.
Yeah. But I ain't gonna tell you what the party is. If you had the opportunity to journey back in time, what would you do differently? Nothing. I love, well, I don't love the question, but I love answering that question. And the honest answer is I wouldn't do a goddamn thing differently. Because any one decision that I would go back and change, any one fuck up, any one mistake, any one time when was harsh to somebody I loved, if I did that, if I went back and monkeyed with that, I wouldn't be right where I am right now. I gotta tell you, I'm in my fucking element right now in my life, bro. My whole shit, my whole perspective has shifted over the last couple of years. I've got like a little bit of joie de vivre back. I've got a little bit of fucking, and my creativity is coming like roaring back into play. This fucking project I'm working on is really feeding me in that way. So yeah, I wouldn't go back and change a fucking thing. It's not the lemon party. Tired of Obama's sour lies. Join the lemon party. Then I went and changed my life. I might take out the rave tonight. Put your arms around me, baby. I just wanna fly. She don't wanna tell a model. She just wants to be a model. Yep. Burn the flag, burn the flag, burn the flag. Doodly doot, doodly doot, doodly doot, doodly doot, doodly doot. I'm gonna burn the flag now. That's the great thing about it is it's like it's just funny. Like it's funny for somebody to think that in America people are gonna abide by like you can't burn that flag. It's like what? Yeah, I can. Watch me do it. I've done it before, baby. This ain't gonna be the first stars and stripes I've roasted. I won't be the last either. Boo doo doo doo. Neat. Doo 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 doo. Sweet. Doo 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 doo. Doo 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 doo. Doo 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 doo. Petite. Their house is a museum where people come to see them. They really are a scream. The Addams Family. Yeah. Yeah. And I got to be honest with you, man. If you want to take a look at how you fight authoritarianism, how you fight fascism, look no further than like the No Kings protests, the anti-ICE protesting, the pro-Palestinian protests that were going on towards the end of the last electoral cycle and continue on some campuses and stuff. That's how you get shit done. Yeah, notice I didn't say vote for the lib. It's direct action. Even something as simple as like Trump going like, you can't burn the flag, and going, yeah, I can, dumb fuck, watch me. Right? Not only can I will. Yeah, BLM, I mean, all this stuff. This is how you change things. Not going in and voting for the Democrats or the Republicans. That's not how you change things. Let me ask you a question. How do you change things by doing the same fucking thing over and over again and expecting a different result, but getting the same result? That's a great question. Can you give me an example of any other thing where lack of change is what brings change? Where stagnation and doing the same failed thing over and over again leads to positive change? Give me any kind of example, human or otherwise. I don't think they're going to be able to come up with one that sticks. The entire fucking universe is in a constant state of flux, right? But for some reason, the only thing we can do politically here in the United States, the only thing that matters politically in the United States is voting for Kamala Harris, voting for a demented old bat, voting for a dude with a liquidy, runny McDonald's dump in his diaper. You know what I mean? Like, the fact that people didn't feel like shame going in to vote last time, whoever they voted for, is fucking wild to me. Bro, look at this spider. This spider is actually kind of wild. I'm gonna show you guys this guy. He's fucking kind of chilling over here. Hopefully he doesn't go running from me. I'm gonna show him to you guys. Look at this boy. You see this guy? I don't know if you guys can even see him. This guy. Oh, there he is. I'm just looking at this spider. I actually think this is, no, he's alive. But I don't know how to get him on the camera. My camera wants to focus on the background, not on the spoder. And I don't want to mess with him. He ain't doing nobody no harm sitting over there. He's a little tree spider. Wow.
A little coffee top up.
Yes, please, if there's some. I'd love a little bit.
You're gonna drink a little water too. That'll probably help.
Do a little dance and drink a little water. What color is it? It's like a brownish. It's just brown. It's like a brown spider. It's like what I would call a tree spider. Just a little dude that usually lives in the pine trees or up in the branches. What are Joro spiders, bro? That's crazy. I never heard of a no Joro spider, bro. That sounds fucking crazy. Shit libs seem as lost as Trump cultists these days. I think they're actually more lost, to be frank. Like, at least Trump cultists have a political center still. The libs don't even know what they are anymore. Like, historically low approval ratings. It feels like they're just shotgunning potential candidates way too early, trying to build something that feels like momentum. Like, I feel like they're forcing the meme right now. Like, anybody else sick of hearing about Gavin Newsom already? like even if he is the best bet going forward or whatever, which I don't know that I believe that, but even if he is, don't you think you want to keep your powder dry until like maybe less than a year out from the fucking primaries, so the momentum you build doesn't just like fizzle out over the next 2 years?
Or maybe they don't want him and they just want to let him have his little moment in the sun for a bit.
Yeah, they're just hanging him out to dry. And it's like that's why I say that, like, I think the libs are actually in a worse place than MAGA right now. In fact, like by measurably worse, because MAGA has a political center. MAGA has messaging right now. People that are like MAGA people, they believe in what they're doing, and they believe that Trump is helping them towards that, even if they're wrong. Like, there's a political center and a political strategy going on in the Republican Party, and it's bearing a lot of fruit. And the Democratic strategy is just turning out losers. Just cranking loser after loser after loser out. And, you know, every fucking cycle, it's the same batch of people screaming at the top of their lungs and trying to shame you or browbeat you into voting for some warmonger. And it's just like, man, this fucking cyclical shit. It's like, I wish sometimes that I could just give you guys really quickly, like 10 minutes of my life perspective. Just like 10 minutes of like not theorizing about like the early 2000s or the late 90s, but knowing it, having lived through it, having voted and protested your way through it, right? Like, that's, you know, where my political knowledge really begins as an adult, is my, you know, late teens, early 20s. And I've just seen this shit before a billion fucking times. Oh, poor D. At least he's not like whimpering and...
Yeah, like I said, he keeps getting up.
He's gimping though, man. Poor little guy. I'm sorry, little Peepaw D. Like I said, man, I could handle another injury today. I wish I could just take it. You and your lived experience, I know. What a stupid fucking thing to invoke. Especially when you're talking about the historical efficacy of a political strategy.
Mm.
You know, what a stupid thing to evoke is, well, this hasn't worked my whole life. Who cares? Who cares, boomer? That's like ancient history. Bro, that was one of the most flabbergasting things about my run-in with Vosh was him pretending that 2016 was like ancient history. I was like, holy fuck. Dude, this is just brain rot. Brain broken, fucking politics brain, online brain. I don't know what you want to call it. But that shit right there, and the fact that he floated that and nobody in his community called him out for it. And then, like, the reason he said 2016 was ancient history because I invoked the name of Hillary Clinton a couple of times. And then, like, a month and a half after he shat on me for bringing up her name, he did a whole run of Hillary Clinton things because it turns out she's still politically relevant in the Democratic Party. Turns out her voice is still the top voice in the Democratic Party. So she is relevant. She's just not relevant when you're arguing against somebody who isn't a lib. And I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not going to sit here and bitch about it, but I dealt with this shit last night. Last night, I was fucking just had too much energy after driving, which is a thing that happens to me. It's like I'm exhausted when I get home, but my brain is still in fucking. Blah, blah, blah. So I went to that Thunderdome place, Discord server, and some Zionist bitch ended up being in there and started off on stuff. And I was talking about how, like, I don't even really want to talk about IP because I feel like people like you, Destiny Orbiter type people, have gamified the conversation to the point where you can't even have a one-to-one human conversation about the brutality of it and about the need to find a permanent solution to the brutality, right? You can't even get there with people. And this lady started in on me. So we started having a back and forth. And when it started to go badly for her, a mod, one of the mods over at that place, jumped in, started white knighting and trying to like calm down the conversation because it was really not going well for her. I jumped in and was like, why are you in this conversation? He started jumping down my throat, threatening to fucking ban me and shit if I didn't shut up. He said I was like, one of the rules over there is vibe terrorism. He said I was vibe terrorizing, somehow vibe terrorizing my own conversation. Make that one make sense. So the little bitch boy floated like, you know, we do ban people for vibe terrorism. And I was like, then ban me. Don't threaten me, you little Janny. And he goes, fine, bet I will. So he fucking timed me out and I left that fucking server. I won't be back, bro. I feel like every time I've had fun over at the Dome in the last month, I've gotten moderated for it. But for some reason, nobody else in the room doing the same shit that I'm doing gets moderated for it. So I'm just done with that. Yeah, vibe terrorizing means like you come into a room where people are chilling and you just go booger, 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 dick, dick, dick. Look at me, look at me, look at me. That's vibe terrorism. So somehow I was vibe terrorizing a room when it was me and this other chick having a conversation. Don't get how that happened. Oh yeah, I'm done at the Dome. Yeah, it's one of those things where I'm not gonna like win, boo hoo hoo. I still like the guys over there, most of them anyway. I love Don Vader. I love Sigrid. I met them through that. It's cool. But I'm just tired of the uneven stuff, and I'm tired of Janny's late at night, because I'm in there late at night when Don's asleep. I'm tired of Janny's pulling shit late at night and getting away with it. Getting away with mod abusing, getting away with getting their little hate boner off. It just sucks. It's a fun place to be in. But like I said, every time I get a good heated conversation going over there, some mod steps in and tries to moderate it, and then I end up getting timed out. And I'm not going to play that fucking back and forth, bro. I'm just done with it. Yeah. You know, I put up with more of that shit than I probably would have at any other Discord server. I really liked it over there. I thought it's a fun, vibrant community of people. But, and I'll skin off my hump, man. They want to. They're building their community, and they can decide what they want. And it's pretty clear to me that my energy is just not welcome over there, and that's cool. That's cool. If I would have known that they were building like a DGG refugee hug box, I probably wouldn't have joined the server, but it is what it is. Because yeah, dude, it was just a dumb Zionist bitch. You know what she said to me last night? This is how good the conversation was going on her end. She got to a point, she's an Israeli. She lives in Israel. She goes, I don't understand why you care about something that doesn't affect you at all. Why you care so much about something that doesn't affect you at all and has nothing to do with you. And I was like, oh, how I wish it had nothing to do with me. I wish that my tax dollars don't fund the slaughter that your fucking country went through. I wish that were true, bitch. If I could fucking turn the spigot off, you better believe I would. I'd leave you to the tender mercies of the Muslim world. I'd show you what it looks like when people get to actually turn the spigot off when they're done with your country. How long do you think the Israelis would hold out without funding? I give them a month before they're through all their ammo and probably threatening to use the nukes we gave them. You know what I mean? But that's where that conversation was going. And it was right around that point when the Janny jumped in and started trying to help her contextualize shit. And then telling me I needed to shut up and butt out of the conversation. And I was like, what? It's my fucking conversation. Why don't you butt the fuck out of it, Janny? And he got his little butt hurt, and I questioned his little authority in front of people, and that was that. You know what I mean? Had he not butted in, he was so white knighting. Dude, this chick, her name is Linda or something with an L. And she's a DGG orbiter person that's been on Destiny a couple of times. She got kicked out of his community. And I shit you not, these nerds did a dating show with her, like last week, where they had a bunch of these like pale Discord nerds come in and try and like date her. And that was what was happening last night. There's just this horny Janny dude over there that saw this chick taking a fucking fat L from me and looking like a dumbass, and decided he was going to jump in and Captain Save-A-Ho it, and maybe she'll send me tit pics or some shit. That's exactly what it was. Just Janny shit. And you know what I mean? When there's no, like, mechanism by which mods are checked in a big server like that, then they end up just getting rid of all the people that make it fun. So my prediction for that place over there is in about 3 or 4 weeks, it's going to be literally like 55 to 60% women that have been booted out of the GGG community for being pick-me's and attention seekers and shrill and annoying and stupid. Because that's like, dude, when I joined there was nobody like that. And over the last month, it's just exploded in popularity. But most of the people that come over that participate in the VC side of things seem to be like DGG outcasts. And they're turning it into mini DGG over there. And it just fucking sucks. Hugboxy, fucking power mad Jannies, just getting mad and white knighting and like really just like leaning on the people who provide the content over there. It's like, why would you, of all people, why would you waste your time moderating me? Like, I was the only thing going on that server last night. If I wasn't there, they would all be just jerking off and hoping that Linda chick noticed them. That Israeli Zionist fucking butcher, Linda. Dude, I asked her, because she was like, I'm not doing these things that you say Israel is doing. I was like, oh, you skipped your mandatory service? And she just smiled. I was like, yeah, going on any night raids? Why don't you go fuck yourself? Yeah, stepping in and fucking taking the side of a genocidal Zionist because you hope she'll send you a nip slip pic. Or some cheesecake of her bending over in her panties or some shit. Just like, man, bro, I got better things to do. It was a fun, you know what? It was a fun ride while it lasted, but fuck, bro. And I shit you not, if you were to go back and look at the last 5 times I had a good time there, some Janny moderated me at some point, muted me, kicked me out of a channel. Like, I just can't, I can't exist over there without some Janny up my ass telling me how I can and can't talk. And it's just like, I didn't think that's what this fucking place was. But the sensitivity quotient has gone. And it seems like some of the people that are empowered over there shouldn't be, in my fucking humble opinion. There's some people that are empowered with, like, Janny powers over there that are way too unstable to be Jannies. Like, way too likely to mod abuse. Like, there's 2 people in general you know, over at that place that I think just like, if I was in charge of a place like that, I'd never mod these motherfuckers. Too hot headed, too quick to hit the ban button, too quick to hit the mute button when they see somebody they like is losing, too quick to like reinterpret the rules selectively for one person but let another person get away with it right in the room. Oh yeah, dude, Discord modding and that whole Discord kind of community shit is wild, bro. Yeah, sensitive blood sports server. You tell me how that's gonna fucking work, bro. The oxymoron is why I left. That's why I left. It wasn't really the Jannies. It was more just like, I don't know how to navigate this place anymore, bro. Like when I came over there, I came with my fucking fist swinging, and it was blood sports. I was like, fuck yeah, this is a cool place. And now, like the last 5 times I've had fun over there, I've gotten moderated because somebody got sensitive. And it's like, when did this fucking takeover happen? And is anybody going to step in and save the dome? Or are we just going to let it turn into fucking BPD X GGG bitch fucking server? Because, dude, there's already 5 or 6 DGG exile servers. I don't know why you'd want to build another one. But my ass is fucking... Glad I found the bong shelter, bro. Oh, it definitely is, dude. That's the problem, Pranob. It's like and I'm not shit talking the Don. I think that this is the type of, he wants to create one of these communities where it's like, dude, it's only lightly moderated and everything goes. But he's sitting back and kind of like watching his Jannies turn it into a tightly moderated thing where the Jannies tell you when you can speak and how much you can speak, and if you get mad at somebody, they want to step in and make it about them. And it's like, that's not blood sports, bro. That's just pussyfooting shit, you know. And like, I believe Don wants that. Like, I believe Don Vader, who ostensibly is one of the dudes that runs it over there, I think that's the type of place he wants. But I don't think he's doing anything about it turning into the opposite of that. Like, it's turning into DGG over there. It's fucking wild, bro. There's no way that Janny should have stepped in. Dude, that was good content last night. That bitch was getting mad. She was floundering. I was getting mad. And this little pale fucking monitor tan nerd had to jump in White Knight. And because I didn't do what he said, and because I didn't react the way he wanted me to, he had to fucking Janny me. And I was like, you know what? Fuck your hour ban. See ya. But all ties back into this like language policing, language control thing. I'm not doing it anymore, bro. That anytime somebody tells me you can't say that here, I'm gone. I'm not interested in tiptoeing around people's fucking little fifis no more, bro. I tried to go with it. I don't think that the sentiment behind it is altogether too bad. Like, you know, I'm an empathetic person, but when it comes down to brass tacks, bro, I don't give a fuck about your feelings, and you don't give a fuck about mine. Let's just be honest about it. And let's stop pussyfooting around. And you gotta stop that, man. It's like, oh, shut the fuck up, little bitch. Just like, dude, when I fucking got into that whole argument with Alchemist Soil, dude, what are those guys still focusing on? 5 seconds of that 5-hour argument where Alchemist Soil looked like a retard because I called the dude a faggot. I'll do it again. He's a faggot. There you go. Now what? Please don't hire a dude dumb enough to put Discord mod on his application and to be in charge of people's medications. Yeah. Put that one at the bottom of the pile or throw it in the shredder. Pretend you never got it. Was that months ago? Yeah, it was like over a month ago at this point. Well, that's the only thing that they can fucking glean from that whole exchange. Sig Rat. How you doing, Sig Rat? Yeah. I'd like to talk to Don. Maybe he'll pop in over at the fucking, you know, whatever, the bong shelter a little later. But I ain't gonna fucking darken his doorstep too hard about it. I know he's got a lot on his plate and shit. And ultimately, it just, you know, it just is what it is, bro. Like I know when I'm not welcome around a place, and as fun as that place was, there's too many Jannies there that just hate my guts, bro, and that's all there is. No, I'm not gonna DM him, dude. I don't do well in DMs, bro. I never come off the way I want to in DMs. I'm too taciturn and I'm too fucking like. That's why I don't like doing them because people always misinterpret my directness for like aggression. That happens a lot when I'm speaking too, but I'm way better at modulating it in person. So I'll just wait till Don's got a minute or two, bro, and I'll chill with him over in the bong shelter. He'll see me chilling over there. He's over there quite a bit. You know what I mean? We'll hash it out if it needs to be hashed out, but I'm not going to go back in there, I don't think, bro. I just don't want that shit to happen to me no more. It's just lame. Yeah, Sig. No, I appreciate your good vibes too, man. The bong shelter's now my favorite place to chill on the internet. So I mean, not for nothing, but that's a big deal to me, bro. I don't got many places I can chill, and you know, uh, bong shelter ain't made for blood sports, and I wouldn't use it that way, bro. That'd be like wiping my dick on your drapes, you know. I don't need that type of environment, but it would be fun to have it. Yeah, Sigrid stepped down for modding over there, and to be frank with you, I don't know if it's for the same reasons that I kind of stepped away, but I don't blame him really. You know, but Paul, you're supposed to care about Alchemist Soil's delicate little feelings. You know, like he cared about, yeah, like he cared about Amelia's feelings. Yeah, whatever. And he's not even really worthy of a topic to bring up, other than to fuck on the fact that he's, dude. Oh, how many more video uploads do you think there will be, Phoebes, before he starts falling below triple digits? Because I feel like he's just skating by on a couple, like a dozen views over 100. I think it'll be 3, 4 more uploads max before that drops down. Yeah, yeah, Pranav. You would totally be able to chill in Bong Shelter, bro. Bong Shelter is like way fucking chiller environment. It's just smokers chilling, listening to music, gaming. You know what I mean? You would enjoy it there, Pranav. So with Sigrid's permission, I'll just DM you an invite to it, or he can do that too. But yeah, no, I think and I know Pranav is a chill fucking dude. I've known Pranav. What is it now, Pranav? Is it like almost 15 fucking years or some shit? It's wild. Yeah, yeah, no, the bong shelter is for you, bro. It literally is just a bong shelter. It's a shelter from the internet storm where you can rip your bong. So yeah, we'll get you invited over there. You think it's 1 or 2 more uploads? I don't think it'll be that. Kale -1's 13. Fuck, bro. I can't believe. I can't believe that he was that little fucking larva is now. Fuck. Didn't you say he's like rivaling you in height already? The fuck, man? That's a low flying jet for over here. That's military. That's got to be like a Harrier or something. That makes sense. There's a naval air station over here. He's taller. That's wild. He's taller than me. That little larva, bro. That little pupa is taller than me now. Oh my god. Dude, I better stop calling him a pupa. He could knock me out now. Shit. I gotta start putting respect on his name, bro. 6'2" is wild. Six two is crazy, bro. That song is stuck in my fucking soul. Boom. I don't know if I'll make it home tonight. Ba-boom. But I know I can swim under the Tahitian moon. I can swim under the Tahitian moon. Gonna watch the Starship launch attempt? No. If you want to get out there for a few days next year, I got to work out Sky Miles and what time you guys have free so we can link up. Oh, Pranob, dude, if you want to bring your lady, we got a spare bedroom with a bed, and you can bring Kale too. He could take the fucking couch. He's a young buck. He could sleep on the couch. It's a comfy couch. But we got an extra bedroom for you, so you ain't got to worry about fucking. You ain't got to worry about shit. Or were you talking about? Well, no, yeah, I know you guys got 2 kids now, but we could work it out, bro. We could work it out one way or the other. I don't know if all 4 of you would be all that comfy. And my place ain't huge, but certainly you and your wife, yeah, family of 4. You and your wife, Kale, could take the couch. It would just be your little one. I wouldn't know where we'd stash him. That's all. But man, you want to, if you could figure it out, or you want to get her a little, well, maybe we could get her a little air mattress, put her right next to you. There's room off in there. But you know what I mean? The whole family would love it here, man. So I don't want to shut that down as a possibility, but that's pretty much how we'd have to rig it up. We'd have to have probably you and your wife and your little one in the bedroom there, and then Kale bunking on the couch with the video games and the TV. He'd probably be fine with that, I'd imagine. Yeah, no, we'll get a little fucking. There ain't no need for him to split nothing with Kale. We can get him a little blow up mattress, and they can bunk in there together in the living room. Or if he's still more like wanting to sleep with you guys, that'll fit in there. We'll figure something out. Is all I'm saying. The least I could do is save you the money on a hotel and shit. You know what I mean? There's a reason why I got a guest room. I've been trying to invite people more, that I like and love, my family and friends and stuff. And it's only been a boon for me, so I wouldn't offer if it wasn't a big deal. Well, yeah, there's definitely a hotel, that's not that far from here, and there's some nice ones. It's just up to you guys, man. Like I said, the offer's there, It'll be cozy, it'll be cozy. Plus, I got extra room too. Now that I think about it, I'm only using half my office, so we could throw a little fucking bunk bed down there. You know what I mean? Boys could play with Uncle PJ's computer as long as they're, as long as they're easy with it. Get the controller. In April or October, because I don't want the kids to miss school. Well, let me tell you this. My dad is coming. My mom's coming in September, so she's coming next month. Sooner than later, too. So my mom will be here for about 9 days, and then my dad's going to be here, and he's coming about a week before the meetup. So my dad will be here in late October. Mid-October. And he'll be staying through early November. And so he'll stay with us for about a week, and then me and Amelia will fly. He's going to babysit Dinor and Cricket for us while we're on the East Coast. Oh, yeah, man. I mean, this backyard alone, they could just run around back there for hours and hours. There's a great little park near us. It's real beautiful. It's right off the inlet. There's a fairgrounds. Like, we live right near some fairgrounds. Well, not super near, but 10-minute drive for some fairgrounds. And dude, they always have something going on over there, bro. There's always like monster truck rallies and races, and there'll be plenty of shit for us to do. I know a good pub. You know what I mean? If the boys can be by themselves for a couple hours, the adults could all go. We'll go get get some poutine and some drinks at this little pub I like to go to. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. I mean, and to be honest with you, you guys could like, you know what I mean? Like you could go when you're done over here. We're right across the fucking sound. I'm like an hour and 10 minutes from Seattle, Tacoma, Everett. You guys could even go past through Marysville up into the mountains a little bit if you wanted a little hotter, drier climate for a little while and see some of the beauty out there too. Like they call the Eastern Washington like the Olympic range. They call it the Alps of the United States or whatever. That's how they bill it. I don't think it's that beautiful, but you don't see mountains like that anywhere else, bro. It's fucking wild up there. Kale does very well around drinkers and smokers. He's lucky because all of us smokers and drinkers are super happy. True. Yeah, so it's just like you and you know what, Kale and both of them, both of your kids would love, is if you do come visit. We're talking like late November or something. Um, then you guys could take the fucking ferry over, and the kids will love that shit, bro. That's wild. It's a ferry that can carry almost 300 cars. The two biggest over water ferries in the world, built specifically for Seattle. And one of them goes over to Edmonds, and the other one is a Seattle fast ferry, goes straight in. So you guys could go do Pike Place Market. I could give you guys some tips on some places I think the kids would like. There's the Seattle Pop, I think is what it's called, the Pop Culture Museum there. They've always got cool shit in there for kids and mom and dads and everybody alike. And then there's some good stuff. If you don't mind taking your kids to kind of an edgy breakfast joint, there's a place called Egg Slut there that's really good. Just like a breakfast sandwich joint usually, but it's the best fucking breakfast sandwich you'll ever have. Just big fluffy eggs and bacon. Take the kids down a Pike Place and go to the fish market and watch the fishmongers there throw fish around. The kids will love that. Plus, there's a little flea market there. You can buy some real cheap little keepsakes or mementos for them there for the trip. Yeah, you guys, yeah, we'll work something out, bro. We'll work something out. We'll make it work, bro. No worries, no worries. But yeah, no, I mean, it would be a shame for me to live in this place and not have families over every once in a while, because it just like keeping all this to myself just feels cheap. Oh yeah, we'll cook. That'll be cool too. We'll tell Amelia you ain't got to worry. You guys are staying a couple, 2, 3 days or whatever. You ain't got to worry about cooking, baby. Me and Pranav got it. We'll split the duties. But yeah, dude, if it ends up being easier for just you to come, we'll do that. Whatever works out for you, brother. It is all good. Ooh, chicken makhani. Ooh, chicken makhani. Grilled cheese. Kids clean up. Ooh, I like that shit. Yeah, I like that. See, I don't ever flex those uncle muscles on my nieces and nephews, bro, because they're too cute. You know what I mean? But yeah, why the hell not? Yeah, they do the dishes. Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't really. I'm not the hard ass uncle. I'm kind of like the laid back, easygoing uncle. Chef definitely be cleaning my house, but my baby is too young to be doing dishes yet. True. Uncle Buck, yeah. Uncle Zit Melanoma. I'm Buck Melanoma. We try, but he just drops them back in the water. Yeah. Well, good on you, though, for getting some initiative. Give that kid some initiative, man. I'll raise him soft. Get him out there pushing that mower, too. That'll help him learn to walk. You let him stabilize himself with that mower. That's how my little ass learned to walk. Get on that mower, kid, and mow that lawn. Goo goo. Goo goo gaga. Don't goo goo gaga me. Go clean the pool. Go muck out the chicken coop. Don't goo goo me. Chicken coop needs a cleaning. You believe it? No. No, the world, you know what? It's not shocking to me that you have a baby, but it is kind of too. It's just a sign of the, it's a sign. Times they are a changing. Sooner or later you'll be drenched to the bone. Manual labor. You know what? I had a thing. I saw a thing the other day, and I don't know if I like the reaction to it, so maybe I'll pick your brain real quick about it, everybody in chat, but particularly the trans folks in chat. I went to eat at this little pub way up in the mountains, and there was a family there. And I hesitate to use any gendered pronouns because they look like a very alt family. One of them was a big person in a dress and a beard. And the other one was what I would describe as like, I want you to hear this too, baby.
What?
So I was talking about, you remember when we went and got that burger at that little place?
Yeah.
There was a family that was sitting across from us. Mm-hmm. And I had a reaction that I don't know is, maybe it's like bigotry or like internalized bigotry. I don't know if you saw them.
Yeah.
They were like a very alt family.
Yeah.
And there was
the main reason we didn't want to sit by them, I feel like, was because their kid kept fucking sitting
well,
at the
yeah,
table behind them.
their kids were just running around, and we gave them space. It wasn't that.
Yeah.
It was like, you know, I'm a very people watcher type of person, and so I was looking at everybody that we could see over there, and when I saw them, I had a reaction that I don't know is born from bigotry or if maybe it's a genuine concern. So I looked over there and I saw, you know, I was describing them. So when we're talking about the parents, one of them was a very large person wearing a sundress and a beard. Mm-hmm. And the other was, and I'm not trying to be mean, I would describe as like a butch lady, a more masculine presenting lady. And they had 2 or 3 kids. And one of those kids was a little boy in a dress. A little boy. Like, old enough to, you can tell he's a boy, but prepubescent. Mm-hmm. And he was wearing or they were wearing a dress as well. And I was like, okay. I understand it's like a conservative thing for people to look at that and go like, oh, that's the parents influencing the child to be trans when they aren't, because they see dad or mom or whatever doing that and they want to be like dad or mom. And so otherwise that kid probably wouldn't want to wear a dress. That was my thought, right? Like if this kid was raised with a more traditional family, a masculine dad, or even a feminine dad and a masculine mom, however it works out, like it's not about femininity or masculinity, it's more about, I just feel like that kid has less of a choice than a kid that was raised more traditionally, but in an open household where that would be allowed, right? So if a little kid came to me, if I had a kid, and they were like, that it was biologically male, and came to me and was like, Dad, I want to wear a dress. I'd be like, pop your whoop, son, right? I wouldn't present that to him. He wouldn't learn it by seeing me. He wouldn't want to emulate it because he saw Dad in a dress, probably, unless he, well, never mind. I don't want to ruin things, but you know what I mean? So do you think that that reaction that I had was born of bigotry, or do you think it's a genuine concern for how these alternative sexualities affect the developing minds of children?
I mean, I think you might have been overreacting a little bit, because ultimately a boy wearing a dress isn't necessarily less of a boy inherently.
No, I get that, but it's jarring to me because it really is. It that boy is questioning gender. Like that's they're defying gender norms because one of their parents does.
You got your
Oh,
appointment soon.
yeah. I'll finish this up in a minute, but yeah. And that's the thing is like, yeah, I don't really have a problem with that. Like I said, if I had a little boy came to me and was like, Dad, I feel like I'm a girl. I kind of want to explore that. I want to wear a
But
dress.
I'm just saying
I'd
that
be like, yeah,
wearing a dress doesn't necessarily mean that a boy doesn't think he's a boy.
right. But I'm just saying, what are the chances that that boy? Because here's the thing, being trans is not easy, and being gender nonconforming, even though it's like a way more accepted thing now, is not easy. And it's like, would that child have made that choice if they weren't presented it by their parents? And that's the question that I guess needs to be answered for me. But not needs to be answered, but there may be some kind of trans indoctrination going on, but more likely those parents don't want their kid to have hang-ups about gendered clothing. Ultimately, what's wrong with wearing a dress as a little boy? Nothing. But looking at that family, to me, and I understand that maybe if there's any bigotry involved, it's because I'm from a time where you wouldn't have seen that. You wouldn't have seen a big fat man in a sundress with an 8 or 9-year-old little boy in a dress, like and a butch woman following them around carrying the other two kids. You just wouldn't have. I'm not saying that family arrangement is bad, but it was jarring to me to see something playing out that seemed to kind of play into that conservative stereotype of
There's
they're
also a possibility that they weren't trans. That it was a woman that naturally grew a beard and just decided, fuck it, I ain't shaving it.
I mean, that's a possibility, but not a probability. I mean, I'm just saying, like, I'm not trying to be judgmental or whatever,
I
but
just feel like you're projecting a lot of intent on this family and this boy.
that's true. That is true. But what else can I do? All I'm saying is, on the surface, it seemed to confirm some of the kind of negative stereotypes that conservative people throw out about these alternative family, alternative sexualities, or alternative gender arrangements. That's all. Because I don't know that that little boy that I saw would be in a dress if Dad wasn't in a dress, or Mom, right? I guess I don't know what the arrangement is, what he calls his parents, or what they call their parents. But I just don't know that that kid would have chosen to do that at that age if he wasn't around his family. And I know that that kid will face backlash and pressure and bullying from their peers because of that choice, no matter how fucking progressive a world we live in. Kids are going to make fun of different people, and he's different. And would he have wanted to be different, or would he have been in like a ball cap and fucking cargo shorts? And you know what I mean? He's definitely going to have an easier life if he's not. And see, this is where it comes in, right? Gender confused, right? And that's not right to say, but if he hadn't been introduced to that, would he have decided to do that is the question. I don't know. Anyway, I gotta go. I'll see you guys later.